fear of snakes is known as Ophidiophobia. Some people fear snakes because of their deadly venom, while others fear them because of their big size. However, just because a snake is big doesn't mean it's going to be venomous as well. People often think that snakes are slimy, but they're actually amazing animals with an array of interesting features. They also can be really dangerous in some cases, so it's important for us to know how to identify and differentiate the non-venomous snakes from the venomous snakes. So, without further ado, let's take a look at 10 of the biggest snakes ever found on planet Earth. Number 10. Cuban Boa. The Cuban Boa is a non-venomous snake found in Cuba. It has been recorded to reach lengths of up to 16 feet. It is a slender tree-dwelling snake with brown and yellow coloring. The Cuban Boa's habitat includes dry, rocky ground with cactus plants and low shrubs, as well as wetland areas and tropical rainforests. Many people confuse the snake with the common green anaconda, which is deadly poisonous. However, the Cuban Boa does not have any particular features or behaviors that would give it away as a poisonous snake. The Cuban Boa has many similarities to the anacondas found in South America and Central America, but is not a type of anaconda. It shares habitat with other snakes, including milk snakes and water snakes, but does not have any natural predators. Cuban boas have been spotted in the wild many times, but usually do not attack humans unless provoked. As a result, they are often put under study along with other non-venomous creatures that share their habitat. The Cuban boa is known to be very intelligent and curious about its surroundings. This has led to many scientists believing that it may be used in the future as a watch animal along with other boa species, as its keen senses allow it to detect small changes in the environment such as vibrations and sounds that may indicate danger or an approaching threat. Number 9. Papuan Python. The Papuan Python is a snake that can change colors, adapting to its environment. The Papuan Python has no predator or natural enemy. Its only threats are humans who kill this animal for food. The average length of the Papuan Python is 4 meters, but some of them have been found as long as 5 meters in length. The introduction of the Papuan Python is one of the most exciting discoveries in recent years. It was discovered in a remote location in New Guinea by some scientists and is now one of the largest snake species known to man. They are also found to be very docile, which makes them popular among pet owners. However, they have been known to kill people in rare occasions, but only when they feel threatened or endangered. Number 8. Dark-spotted Anaconda. The dark-spotted anaconda is a non-venomous snake found in the Amazon rainforest. It is a large snake that comes in many colors including red, black, orange, yellow, and cream. It is known for the dark spots on its face. The spots are usually paired or grouped together and may be reddish orange or green. The dark-spotted anaconda is a species of snake that is one of the heaviest anacondas in the world. They can grow to lengths of 10 feet and weigh around 30 kilograms. Dark-spotted anacondas are heavy because they have very large heads and long tails. Number 7. King Cobra. If you have ever heard of wild animals, you have already known about the king cobra. This deadly snake can grow up to 13 feet in length. If you're wondering why it's called a king cobra, that is because they can literally hunt and eat other cobras. With their weight of about 20 pounds, not many snakes can escape from the king cobra. The king cobra is known to be the most venomous snake on Earth because one bite can kill a human within 15 minutes. Even large elephants can't be saved from the king cobras, since one bite could kill a full-grown elephant within the next few hours. King cobras are often found in rainforest habitats that are common around Southeast Asia and Indian regions. The scariest part of confronting a king cobra is when the snake literally stands up and looks you in the eye. King cobras can actually lift their upper half of the body above ground level if they perceive threats and feel the need to attack. However, you shouldn't be worried. King cobras are actually very shy in nature and will not come into contact with humans unless they perceive a threat. Number 6. Boa Constrictor. Like the king cobra, the boa constrictor can also grow up to 13 feet long. However, only the longest reported boa constrictor had a length of 13 feet. On average, boa constrictors tend to be somewhere in the 6.5 to 10 foot range. If you thought the snake weighing 20 pounds was scary, you should be warned that the boa constrictor can actually weigh up to 100 pounds. Even when they're born, boa constrictors are already 2 feet tall, which makes future growth quite easy for them. Boa constrictors are found in both rainforests and desert habitats. These snakes are equipped with a range of skills such as climbing surfaces, swimming, and even traveling at high speeds up to 1 mile per hour. While the oldest known boa constrictor lived up to 40 years, their average lifespan tends to be around 30. The good news is that boa constrictors will only bite when they think that you are about to attack them. While the bite itself can be painful, you can easily survive after being bitten by the boa constrictor. Number 5. Black Mamba. If you ever come in contact with the black mamba, we suggest you start praying for your life. This reptile is fast, venomous, and also extremely aggressive when under threat. Black mambas are often the cause of many human deaths, especially when people try to disrupt their natural habitat. These snakes like to live by themselves in the rocky hills of Africa, and there are many African myths related to the black mamba as well. The black mamba is not a very heavy snake. While it is up to 14 feet in length, the black mamba only weighs up to 3 pounds. Having a lower weight allows the snake to move quickly at high speeds of 12.5 miles per hour, making it incredibly easy for them to catch their prey. Lucky for us, black mambas do not like human interaction at all. They are shy reptiles who tend to find ways to escape whenever confronted. However, if a black mamba thinks that you are about to attack them, then they would raise their heads and body off the ground like a cobra and try to scare you away with their hiss. If you still don't move away from the snake, then you can expect to be bitten repeatedly, with toxins being injected with each strike. Number 4. Indian Python. Speaking of large and deadly snakes, the Indian python can grow up to 20 feet or even longer. These reptiles weigh up to 150 pounds, making them one of the biggest snakes on planet Earth. Since they weigh so much, Indian pythons feed on small mammals and birds which they suffocate to death, then chew whole. While we suggest steering clear of Indian pythons, you should know that they are found in many forests in the subcontinent, including Pakistan, India, and Sri Lanka. However, the Indian python is an endangered species. Since their skin is used for both accessories and as food, the Indian python is constantly hunted and killed. The Indian python is also becoming endangered because the forests in these countries are being torn down, thus destroying their natural habitat. Number 3. Burmese Python. Another python that you should know about is the Burmese Python that can grow up to 23 feet in length and weigh more than 200 pounds. This enormous snake is often found in marshy areas of China and Southeast Asia, where it is constantly being hunted. Many people enjoy trapping Burmese pythons for their skin, as it is considered a delicacy in the region. The habitat of the Burmese python is also being destroyed incrementally, which means that reptile unfortunately has an endangered status. When the Burmese python does survive, it traps prey by suffocating them with their thick body. Surprisingly, the girth of the Burmese python can actually be almost as thick as a telephone pole. Number 2. Amethystine Python. We thought that it was only fitting to mention one more python on our list of incredibly large snakes. The Amethystine Python has an impressive length of 27 feet, but only weighs about 33 pounds. The female counterparts of the Amethystine Python actually tend to be larger than the males on average. The Amethystine Python is often found in savannas and forests around the areas of Papua New Guinea and Australia. Since nobody really hunts for the Amethystine Python, the reptile lives on safely. They actually feed on smaller mammals such as rats and possums that are easily found in the habitat. If mammals aren't available, then the Amethystine Python hunts for either small birds or large lizards. The Amethystine Python does not crush their prey, but suffocates them like other pythons until the animal dies of lack of oxygen and can be consumed. If you happen to spot the Amethystine Python in daylight, you might notice an attractive shimmer on its body. While the reptile has an olive brown colored skin, the scales actually have a purple iridescence, which shines bright under the sun. Now before we get to number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Reticulated Python. Reaches up to 32 feet in length. Titan Boa. The largest snake that has ever lived. Number 1. Green Anaconda. Needless to say, the green anaconda is certainly the biggest snake found on planet Earth. This reptile can grow up to 30 feet long and weighs approximately 550 pounds in total. In most cases, you will find a green anaconda twisted like a coil. If you were to stretch out the reptile straight, it would be as long as a bus. Green anacondas are most often found in the swamps of Brazil or in various areas of the Amazon rainforest. Instead of feeding on smaller animals, the green anaconda captures wild pigs and deer for dinner. They don't bite their prey to kill, but wrap their large bodies around the prey until they're suffocated to death. Since the green anaconda is so enormous, it can actually swim much faster than it can run. They can easily swim as the eyes and nostrils are located on the top of the head, while the rest of the body can easily be submerged in water. Green anaconda is actually a water hunting too.